One of Iron Lung's biggest flaws is it does little to none character building or world building. I'm tired of all that comes to fitting this, like you have to play the video game or know the lore to go into this movie, because it's not how it should be at all. And I'll give two examples of other video game movies that do this much better and help a general audience watch this movie. Example one, we have the Mario Brothers movie. So they set the precedent that these are just normal dudes. They're from Brooklyn. They're trying to be their own plumbers, and they have no support from their family whatsoever. They find the magic pipe and they enter the Mushroom Kingdom. Boom. There. Now we have our story. Now we can go on with the story. That is the exposition to these characters that isn't even canonically correct to their lore. So they're building their own characters and they're building their own world. That's how you do it. Example two, we have the Sonic movie. In this movie, we see Sonic. He's in his own home world. We know that he has extraordinary powers and he has his caregiver, like parent, and these people come after Sonic because of his power. And then his caregiver dies while trying to protect Sonic, and then she leads him to the human world. And this is very important for Sonic's character development. Now we're in the human world. Boom, we have our exposition. Now we're ready to go on and see how his character develops and how the world is built around this. And how a video game movie should do it correctly is, for the long-time enjoyers of this franchise, they sprinkle Easter eggs throughout these movies out the wazoo. Like, there's literally endless freaking Easter eggs that not an average viewer would know, but they don't need to know it because it has no real relevance to the plot. And if it did, they explain it in the movie. And this is just how you're supposed to do it correctly. So then your video game enjoyers can enjoy this movie even more, but the general audience still understands the grasp of what's happening. Iron Lung does not do any of this. It makes it hard to connect to the character Simon, and it makes it hard to even connect to this world because you're not very sure of what's happening unless you have this precedent already set that you know what's going on. And when you're taking these films at face value, that makes Iron Lung seem worse, because if you're just taking it for face value for what it is, if you watch the movie going in blindly like I did, you don't understand what's going on nearly as you should be, and the movie expects you to know stuff that you really shouldn't need to know. This is no hate to Iron Lung. I think it's a super impressive movie. This is just one of its flaws that I've noticed, and people are being delusional to it like it's non-existent and that you should have already played the video game or whatever before, which that's just not true. Other video game movies don't do this, and the video game movies that also do that are also perceived as worse.